Scripted. Objection.
You know, there'd be this big. Did it do for
Waiting
your
for the
birthday?
script to end.
The talking became less.
Relevant.
You know,
Aquaman.
Is the verdict of the jury?
Yes.
All right. Is it unanimous?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's see it.
Answer, yes.
Damn!
Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard. Answer,
Wow.
yes. The
Oh.
question, the statement was about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question,
Yep.
the statement was false.
So the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial has finally come to an end, to the dismay of every grifting streamer who live stream themselves watching it every single day. And I made a video last week speaking about my thoughts about the trial specifically, and my thoughts about like the entire case and the kind of cult mentality that has formed around Johnny Depp, regardless of what you think of the trial and who's guilty and innocent. This mentality that Johnny Depp could have never done anything wrong in his life is obviously a phenomenon which is not just relegated to Johnny Depp. It comes with celebrity a lot of the time, but today I don't even want to talk about all of that. I want to talk about just the insane social media reaction to this and how this whole case has essentially been used by people as content farming, for clicks, for engagement, for some people, like more conservative people, to push a specific agenda. Because the subject matter of the case is obviously like super serious. And often you hear trial by media, and this has definitely been a trial by social media. And despite the very serious nature of the case, testimony from both sides, which could be quite gruesome, but by the way the streamers have been treating this, it's all a big meme, it's all a big joke, it's all an opportunity to clown on Amber Heard. And despite a lot of these paying lip service to caring about social issues like male victims of domestic abuse, they don't really have much problem using bigotry against women in general to try and make jokes on Amber Heard. And of course, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and the whole trial has become an absolute like sensation on TikTok, with so many TikToks being made basically at the expense of Amber Heard. And I guess the underlying point of this all is, regardless of what you think of Amber Heard, it's pretty crazy that she has been more vilified than so many worse people. Like, do you see people hating Kevin Spacey in the way people hate Amber Heard? Do you even see people hate Harvey Weinstein in the way people hate Amber Heard? There seems to be nearly a consensus that Amber Heard is totally evil. So today we're primarily going to be focusing on this like dystopian, weird grifting by social media influencers, streamers, and just how the trial in general was made into a complete circus. And you'd think people who might be advocating for people to hear more about male victims, you'd think they'd treat the subject matter a bit more seriously and would maybe be a bit relieved with the trial's outcome rather than celebrating it and making memes. So before we go any further, please like the video and also leave a comment. I guess for today's comment, let me know what is like the weirdest joke or maybe the most gross joke you've seen about the trial, or who is actually the worst Twitch streamer for this stuff? Who has been grifting the most off the popularity of the trial to boost their own like revenue and subscriptions? Also follow me on social media at the Kavernacle, on Twitter, on Instagram. For every 5k we get a new chocolate orange. I'm sorry, I still have not bought the 75k chocolate orange, but let's get to the 80k one as soon as possible to build up this pyramid. Also check out my second channel, the Kavernacle Extra, where I archive my live streams, and join my subreddit down in the description. And if you want to support my work, please consider becoming a patron. I want to build up as many $1 to $3 patrons as possible, and the benefits of that are getting access to the private patrons Discord server and get my Nintendo Switch friend code. So Amber Heard has been told to pay Johnny Depp like 15 million. Johnny Depp has been told to pay Amber Heard like 2 million. So of course, very successful outcome for Johnny Depp, and I believe anyway, even if he lost the court case, he's won in the court of public opinion, because as you guys will know, the like justice for Johnny Depp hashtag communities, all those different things are insanely popular and overwhelming, and so many people were celebrating this verdict as if it was like a personal victory for them. So to start with, I want to just go through a bit of the coverage of this on social media, discuss kind of like the gross backlash, and also just, you know, how people have been covering it and how I feel about it. So I want to start with this tweet, and I want to elaborate on this a tiny bit, because I've been thinking about this tweet, like, all day. So Bailey Sarian is, I think, a true crime podcaster YouTuber saying, I'm actually sad this trial is coming to an end. So I'm replying, same. Like the last episode of the last season of Breaking Bad. And I think this is an important thing to start with because it shows how a lot of people are viewing this trial. Now, do you guys remember the disappearance of Gabby Petito about like a year ago, maybe a bit less? And people were absolutely loving this, like true crime fanatics, because it was like true crime happening in real time. Like they don't care about the tragedy of her disappearance or anything like that. They only cared about the mystery and trying to solve it themselves. And a lot of people said, I can't wait for the Netflix documentary, because that's how people now through social media are viewing like court cases, or they're viewing crime. So with something like this, it doesn't even matter what side you fall on this, treating this like a spectacle to enjoy is ridiculous, right? So if you're on the side of Johnny Depp because you feel like this issue of victims of domestic violence who are men is something important, right? And if you have, a vested interest in seeing him win because you believe that will, highlight this issue even more, wouldn't you be treating it more seriously? You hear these like gruesome details on both sides about how they have abused each other. It's quite graphic, and maybe you feel sympathy for Johnny Depp in this case. And then you'd be like, I want this to end so he can move on with his life, right? Or Amber Heard to win so they can move on with their life. But then people are like, I wish it never ended. I want to get a very detailed look into these people's personal lives. I want to see these cast of characters who are like trial lawyers or medical experts. It's all my personal entertainment. I do not actually care about the issue at hand. And of course, this isn't something new in the social media age. The OJ Simpson trial was very, very similar. There's lots of trials that have been like this in terms of the ones that have been televised, but I think this has reached another level. Imagine being upset. A defamation case about domestic abuse is ending. You're upset because that's not your entertainment anymore. I don't like to say touch grass, but people who sit and watch this trial all day do need to go outside, because there is much better things you can do with your life. Maybe staring at a wall for 24 hours, which is better for you than just watching this trial all the time. So a bit more on people celebrating the outcome of this trial. So this tweet has been deleted now, but FaZe Tico tweets, Amber Heard's next and only audition if she's lucky. So like I was saying on Twitter just before I start recording this, the support of Johnny Depp and bigotry against women often goes hand in hand. And of course, it goes hand in hand with this guy's tweet who thinks it's appropriate to tweet this. It's not even trying to hide it. Like I said, people who support Johnny Depp often aren't trying to make it an issue about domestic abuse. They're just team Johnny Depp, and it's a social media circus / spectacle. This was quite disappointing. Someone said, we must make this happen. Petition to replace Amber Heard in Aquaman 2 with Bruce Campbell reaches 3 million. Send me a script, says Bruce Campbell. Again, so hilarious. Domestic abuse trial where both people detailed their abuse at the hands of each other. So this one was making the rounds the other day. Now, I don't want to single Pokimane out like a lot of people have been doing. I'm not just going to talk about her, but she's one person who tweeted this and it got a lot of social media attention. So live, Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial watch party. Keeping chat clean today. Again, very serious trial about domestic violence. At least you're keeping chat clean while these people detail the physical abuse they've suffered at the hands of each other. Like I said, in quite gruesome detail. I'm glad you're doing that. Again, these streamers are so successful. I don't even know why they have to actually cover this trial in this fashion. Watch party. Watch party. It's a lot of fun. And it's just playing into this social media circus. Come watch a trial with me. Come watch me grift for money and subs by watching something extremely popular while I sit in a chair and don't say anything and probably eat my dinner or do something else. The highest form of content right there. Or just quite exploitative of this whole situation. Like I said, doesn't matter who you support, doesn't matter who you believe. If we're treating this issue seriously and we're trying to make this case about something serious, why are you treating it like you're watching a boxing fight or an esport or something? If you go on Pokimane's channel, she's covered this a lot. Loads of people have clipped her. Pokimane reacts to Amber Heard's first real tear. Pokimane reacting to Amber Heard getting folded by the jury. Johnny Depp vs Amber Heard watch party, the whole 7-hour VOD basically. Pokimane reaction to Amber Heard claims bruises. Pokimane reacts to Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial verdict. She isn't the worst. She has been quite a bad one. She's just a reference point of a larger problem of people, taking this trial and making it into low-tier content which adds nothing. Now, I don't even know if Pokimane supports Johnny Depp. I saw some people saying she's been more sympathetic to Amber Heard, but I don't think it really matters. If you're just sitting on stream having your watch party and keeping your chat clean, I think it's just stupid. So there's a streamer slash YouTuber, you may have heard of him, sadly I've heard of him, called Asmongold, and on his Twitter he writes, "Professional neckbeard." Now, I don't like calling people neckbeards, but I think this guy does fit the description, in that he's been hugely grifting off this case, like making multiple videos basically every day, and of course someone who's been celebrating the Johnny Depp trial verdict, and he posted this meme today, what a day, and then he posts this as well, there it is boys, justice for Johnny Depp, and then before tweeting, verdict, watch day 2, today's the day I just can feel it. So if you go and look at his YouTube, he's been making so many videos about this with the most stupid and annoying thumbnails. Like, look at this guy's face. Amber Heard's lawyer tells her truth. Johnny Depp celebrates trial victory. Amber Heard's biggest lie revealed by her own witness. Johnny Depp's attorney destroys Amber Heard. Johnny Depp lawyer versus lying Amber Heard. These videos can range from like 12 minutes to like a couple of hours. Now, I also will say that I don't even think a lot of these people even support Johnny Depp. They can just tell there is overwhelming support for Johnny Depp. And if you watched my video last week, me even trying to have a nuanced conversation about both these people got me a ton of backlash from my own followers saying like, I didn't support male victims and all this stuff. Literally just for saying that Johnny Depp isn't a good guy and reading some evidence from the British trial as well. This guy's content is just so low effort as well, and people have recently called my channel a content farm. I make 3 videos a week. This guy's been grifting off his stuff, like making multiple videos sometimes in a day. So I want to just quickly watch his video of the trial verdict, and I will show you how much he adds to the conversation.
Verdict of the jury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is it unanimous?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's see it.
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard.
Here we go.
Mr. Depp
Damn!
proven by a greater weight of the evidence, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard. Answer,
Wow.
yes. The
Oh.
question, the statement was about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question,
Yep.
the statement was false. Answer, yes.
Oh my God!
Question, the statement has a defamatory
Oh my
implication
God.
about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
W boys!
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer, yes.
Yep. That's
Question.
right. Oh my God. What a bad day for her. What a bad day. Offset it down to 13 million. That's pretty much where we're at. She got. Bro, I can't believe this. It actually happened. Like, it's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to think about it. It's one thing to hope that it could happen. But here we are, and it did. It actually happened. I can't believe it. Yeah, he won big time. Yeah, it wasn't
Not just like he
that was a clean sweep. All 3 of them, man. Everything. Oh my God. 13 million. Hashtag big wins only. There it is.
So laughing, swearing, smiling, saying wow a million times. Great content here. We definitely needed this guy's expert opinion. We definitely needed loads of videos and hours upon hours of streams because he had so much to add. And he's smiling. He's smiling while all this is going down. And like I said, if you seriously support Johnny Depp because you believe this case is important for male victims of abuse, then wouldn't you be treating this a bit more seriously? Not like you're watching your favourite sport team win a football match or something like this. I find this stuff totally gross, and it makes me depressed about how popular this content is and how many people are getting more influenced by these people. And as we're going to show in a bit later, it's taking a bit more sinister turn because conservatives are using this, like I pointed out in my last video, to get people on their side politically and obviously radicalize people against women coming forward with their own stories of suffering from domestic abuse, which is far more common. And like I said in the other video, there is nearly nothing to gain for women doing this, and oftentimes women who come forward have their entire lives ruined. But the streamers are guilty of this, and the streamers in my mind have no conscience. I can't even imagine sitting on a stream watching a trial about like a serious issue and just like cracking jokes all the time or smiling or be so invested like I'm laughing when, I don't know, I think the other side are doing badly and I want them to win. Also, something I referenced earlier, TikTok has been massive for clowning on Amber Heard and lots of people buying into this Team Johnny Depp thing as well and basically just using it for content. Now, I'm not going to say every time someone hates on Amber Heard, it is fueled by bigotry against women, but at the same time, there is a lot of this going on with her being targeted in this way, in a way that much worse people never have been. So let's have a look at a couple hilarious TikToks before we move forward.
And I was like, in fact, you are the one who is an asshole.
Wait, you don't have your car right now.
No. I was, lying.
Something amusing about kicking a door into your husband's head?
Okay, Amber, say that's correct.
That's correct.
Something amusing to you about punching your husband in the jaw?
Say it again.
That's correct.
You also have had a baby, right?
Gimme. Okay. Yes, the one I just shot in Guatemala.
Yes, the one I just shot in Guatemala.
I'm dying.
So one of the comments on this video of a TikTok compilation is there's enough material in this trial to last a lifetime. And then I see reference underneath another one, Johnny Depp's funniest moments in court part 2, 8.2 million views, right? So many people are capitalizing on the social media circus of this trial to make entertaining content on TikTok. And again, I don't understand what mentality you have when you see something like this, or you see Amber Heard's testimony, or you hear, the recordings of Amber Heard, or you hear Johnny Depp's testimony and be like, I know what I'm gonna do, make a funny video about it. I go back and forth in my head deciding what is more low effort, certain React Twitch streams or TikTok. I guess some TikToks are creative and can be good, but again, it's just so throwaway content. You watch it for 10 seconds, keep scrolling, and gets fed to you in this algorithm. And so many people have been talking about how this content has just been forced on them because social media companies are pushing this stuff to make even more money and keep users hooked on their platform. But like I said again, I just feel like this whole thing is extremely gross. And I think most people are just pretending they care about male victims of domestic abuse to just cover themselves before they start making jokes about this trial. Now, who is loving this trial more than anyone? American conservatives. So Michael Knowles has made this video, which is really not anything special, but I think it's indicative of the wider social media push by conservatives and the Daily Wire, who have actually been paying money for adverts based on this trial.
During this time in court, they played a clip of this woman sounding like a complete lunatic.
And I watched you lie, and then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
Okay, so this woman is admitting to doing all the stuff that she accused her ex-husband of doing to her. She's obviously a complete lunatic. I don't have any real sympathy or anything for her, except that I can't really join the pity party entirely for Johnny Depp because the guy needs to get control of his household, okay? The guy needs to lead, okay? To quote Tony Soprano, whatever happened to strong men? Whatever happened to the quiet, silent type? Whatever happened to Gary Cooper?
So I don't know really what was lol about that clip. That's one of the more famous clips going around, and his title is lol, best moment from Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and where the main evidence about Johnny Depp being abused is played for the court. Lol. But yeah, it doesn't even seem like Michael Knowles cares about this so much, because he probably doesn't, and they're just saying, do it for the social media engagement. But this video only has 86,000 views, so not even that much more than something like mine would get on this. But then you obviously see the reactionary channels. Geeks and Gamers made a video 15 hours ago. Anita Sarkeesian meltdown over Johnny Depp's win. These guys are just stuck in the early 2010s. Why does anyone care what Anita Sarkeesian thinks about Johnny Depp? Why are you making a video on this? And then there's other videos which, Quartering has been, absolutely pushing out every single day another guy who will just take any opportunity to grift on stuff like this. But something that's very concerning is not only the Michael Knowles thing, but on the Justice for Johnny Depp subreddit, they're upvoting 3,000 upvotes, 11 awards of Janine Pirro of Fox News and one of their most insane hosts talking about this issue. And then one of the most upvoted things on videos today was Megyn Kelly, Amber Heard is unemployable following verdict. There's more stuff going into this. The right wing are using this for a massive culture war push to attack Me Too. So Vice reporting, the Daily Wire spent thousands of dollars promoting anti-Amber Heard propaganda, and this is according to The Citizens and Vice World News. The conservative outlet, founded by Ben Shapiro, is currently the second most popular news publisher on Facebook. It has so far spent between $35,000 and $47,000 on Facebook and Instagram ads promoting articles about the trial, eliciting some 4 million impressions. The majority of these ads promote one-sided articles and videos with a clear bias against Heard. They are largely promoted via the Facebook pages of high-profile conservative figures, including right-wing commentator Candace Owens. One ad promotes an article titled The Attempted Character Assassination of Johnny Depp, which says that the only negative words written about the Hollywood A-lister came from the occasional film critic until he married Amber Heard. The article included false claims. Daily Wire spent an estimated $20,000 to $25,000 on the advert promoting this article, about half of its total spend on ads about the trial. The ad was promoted on Facebook on the page of right-wing commentator Candace Owens, who has 5.4 million Facebook followers. She wrote, "I hope Johnny Depp bankrupts Amber Heard with his lawsuit. It has been absolutely ridiculous to see what a woman has been allowed to do because she flew under the radar of the Me Too movement." Daily Wire spent another $10,000 and $15,000 promoting another article that gives a partial account of the trial. The 14 most shocking revelations in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial is linked to by Owens' page, along with a post describing herself as squarely Team Depp. According to Jamie of Check My Ads, social media users are in a symbiotic relationship with outlets like the Daily Wire, which benefit financially from users peddling controversial content. Social media users provide relevancy to a narrative that is very lucrative for sites like the Daily Wire, which are motivated to publish more content around it. This in turn gives social media users a sense of legitimacy to continue posting these narratives on platforms like Facebook and Twitter. So if you are a strong supporter of Johnny Depp because he's shining a light on male victims of domestic abuse, but you're also someone who supports women coming forward and maybe even supports the Me Too movement, do you think these conservatives are trying to capitalize on it because they care about things like this? Do you think conservatives care about male victims? When have conservatives ever cared? They've always upheld patriarchy, which means a lot of men never come forward because of the toxic masculinity and the gender roles prescribed by that system, and suddenly they care about it. They don't care about it. They're grifting as much as anyone. They just know they can use this as a culture war issue to dismiss the Me Too movement as a whole. It doesn't really matter that Johnny Depp suffered at all. It's more about trying to make people think people like Amber Heard who come forward are always lying and are just trying to take down powerful men. Whether or not you have realized this, being like Team Depp is ridiculous because you're just being used by people like this to essentially turn people against Me Too as a whole. Like, if you actually care about abuse, regardless of who suffers it, then I don't understand why you would hold up this image of this guy being totally perfect, like everyone else seems to be doing. So regardless if you think Johnny Depp should have won this, you have to admit Amber Heard has not been treated fairly on social media. There's been a laser focus on every single thing she has said, every single slip up she has made, regardless if you think she's a liar. And you have to admit, the same type of thing was not put on Johnny Depp, because this whole cult around him, this whole social media grifting ecosystem has nothing to benefit by going against him. Because if you go against him, you're at risk of actually alienating your followers. I'm sure a lot of people, because I read that out, will also be giving me hate comments saying that I don't support victims of domestic abuse now because I said something that went against the narrative that Johnny Depp has never done anything wrong, Johnny Depp has never lied, Johnny Depp has never done anything bad in this relationship. It's all this woman who deserves this absolutely unprecedented social media pile-on. And grifters in it for money and conservatives in it for ideology have been capitalizing on this on social media to push their own right-wing agendas. Now, if this trial was ever to be about something serious, it's been completely distorted. I don't think there's anything good that has come out of this. Even if we were to say that, yes, some men have now came forward, I think there's too many negative things that have come out of this that can really make me see that as a benefit. Mostly the complete normalization of just insane sexism on social media, retweeted and liked, and TikToks all about this, YouTube clips that are just so sexist, have been completely normalized because they play it off as, oh, we're just doing it to Amber Heard. She deserves all this hate. Why are you mad about us using misogyny as part of our comedy about this thing? And then the complete minimization of anything Johnny Depp has ever done, and this inability to treat an issue like this with any nuance whatsoever. Like, you have to fall down on Team Johnny Depp or risk the social media mob coming after you. And like I've been saying throughout the video, if you wanted Johnny Depp to win, or if you wanted this case to become popular because you want more people to talk about domestic abuse, especially men, right? You have to admit that the way people have been treating this trial and how it's been televised and used on social media, I think, does not help that case. And if you actually care about these issues, I think you'd want something a bit more serious. You'd want the issue to be treated with a bit more weight that it deserves to be treated with. You do not want people to be making like low reaction videos to audio recordings of two people fighting about domestic violence. If you're a Johnny Depp supporter, maybe you're reveling in this. Maybe you love the content. Maybe it gave you, I don't know, something fulfilling in your life for 6 weeks because you have no life outside of social media. But if you want to treat any of these issues seriously, the whole reaction to the trial has been an absolute circus. And some people who've been treating it seriously, like in their defense, mainstream media as a whole, now people are saying mainstream media are actually covering up for Amber Heard. No, they're just bound by the law. They're bound in some regards to journalistic ethics. You can't just make stuff up like you're on TikTok. You actually have to cover the trial in a serious way. Just because they're not being like Pokimane or that Asmongold guy, saying whatever comes in their head and making it all into a big joke, doesn't mean they're covering for anyone. I'm not a fan of mainstream media at all. They, cover up for politicians, the powerful, the elite. At the same time, as someone who worked in journalism, I know that you can get sued really bad, especially in the UK, if you start writing false things about people. And I trust the individual reporters on this case for mainstream media outlets far more than I trust a Twitch streamer or a TikToker. Anyway, that is it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Follow me on social media at the Kavernacle, on Twitter, on Instagram. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching.